Yeah, and those four-lettered words, which by the way are not pronounced Jehovah, sorry, it's not pronounced that way.
Thank you.
In fact, the name first appears at the creation of Adam and Eve. If I'm at the right place in the Torah, the Yud and the Hey and the Vav and the Hey first, because before that the name is Elohim, which reflects the natural, mathematical, precise
nature, God as manifest in nature, and then on the deeper level that we talk about, Elohim being the concept of justice, whereas Hashem, the Yud Hey and Vav Hey, the concept of chesed, of love, of kindness, of mercy.
Right. And the reason that Elohim is plural is not because there were three people there, as some people like to posit, because God is one. God is
perfect intrinsic unity.
Unity, and something which by the way, science is finally beginning to apprehend. This is the uniform theory that they're looking for.
The unified theory. The theory of everything.
The unified of everything is right there in front of us, right there in the Torah. But when Hashem finally gets around to forming Adam and Eve, those four letters are used because it also reflects the merciful aspect of Hashem. And there's something very interesting that I never noticed before. I know that you know this, but I wanted to share this with our listeners. And the word bara, which of course is how the Torah begins with speaking of creation. Bara is used in a way that means created from nothing, which only Hashem can do. He literally creates, but finally we get to, I think, chapter 2 of Genesis, suddenly Hashem the Torah employs the word Yetzer or Yetzirah.
Yetzer, right.
The Yetzer. And it's suddenly your ear, opens up a little bit and you think, wait a minute, this is a familiar word. And this is so amazing. Again, the exactness of the Torah and these concepts that Hashem is teaching us at that same place where we see the four letters, the merciful aspect of God used when talking about Adam and Eve, when it says not bara, but Yetzer, formed, he fashioned. And so this means that humanity or human being, there was already a creation of a human being, but now Hashem says we're going to do something that will kickstart this evolutionary process. And I hate to use that word, but I did, because that's a loaded word right there, which we could get into. But the word, this word Yetzir, has two Yuds in it. And that's amazing because they don't need to be there. And suddenly you see that the two Yuds means that Hashem has imbued this human being with something that no other creature has. And that is a Yetzer Hara and a Yetzer HaTov. That's what the two Yuds stand for. And I understand
a good inclination
that
and a bad inclination.
A bad inclination. This is or what we like to call a conscience. That's maybe the short form of the word. And for that to appear there with those two Yuds is a huge marker, I think, in the Torah, and to show Hashem's relationship with this particular creation.